From cleaning products to batteries and old electronics, hazardous waste is almost everywhere. According to the American Society of Civil Engineers, hazardous waste infrastructures manage approximately 36 million tons of hazardous waste generated each year in the U.S. And to manage these wastes properly, a system under the federal law called the Resource Conservation and Recovery Act, or RCRA, must be followed. This law lets the Environmental Protection Agency, or EPA, regulate how wastes are handled, from production to treatment and disposal. Trained professionals follow a strict, step-by-step procedure set by the EPA to identify hazardous wastes. Here's how the experts do it. The first step is determining if the material is a solid waste. According to RCRA, solid waste is any discarded material, whether liquid, semi-solid, or contained gases, that is no longer being used and is thrown away, recycled, or stored indefinitely. The RCRA rule notes that all hazardous waste is solid waste, though not all solid waste is hazardous. If the waste is not a solid waste, then the material is not subject to the hazardous waste rules. But if it is a solid waste, then the next step follows. The second step is to determine if the waste is excluded or exempt from the definition of solid waste or hazardous waste. If yes, then it's not regulated as hazardous, but if not, then Step 3 will take place. In Step 3, professionals check if the waste is hazardous by determining if it's listed by the EPA or shows hazardous characteristics. The F list includes waste from general processes like degreasing. The K list covers specific industries like petroleum or pesticide manufacturing. Lastly, the P list and U list include discarded commercial chemicals. If it's on any of these lists, it's hazardous. If it's not listed, they check if the material falls into one of these 4 waste categories. First, ignitable waste. These are wastes that can easily catch fire. Think of solvents, gasoline, or even some cleaning products. These wastes can turn a minor mishap into a dangerous fire if not stored properly. Second, corrosive waste. These are acids or bases that can eat through metal or skin. These wastes can damage containers, equipment, and pose severe health risks on contact. Workers handling this type of waste are required to wear proper PPE. Reactive wastes, on the other hand, are wastes that are unstable under normal conditions. They may explode, release toxic gases, or react violently with water, so they're required to be in a special containment and under expert oversight because of their unpredictability. Toxic wastes are harmful when ingested or absorbed. They pose long-term environmental risks. Improper disposal can contaminate drinking water, harm the environment, and even cause cancer in humans. Heavy metals like lead and mercury fall into this category. Each of these categories has specific handling and disposal rules, and misclassifying them can lead to legal trouble or environmental damage. Once the waste has been identified, the final step is assigning the correct EPA Hazardous Waste Code. For example, D001 is used for ignitable waste, F002 applies to spent halogenated solvents, and P038 is assigned to commercial-grade nicotine. It's important that the waste is accurately coded because it ensures proper handling, treatment, and documentation. Now, what happens when hazardous waste is misidentified, or worse, not identified at all? The consequences can be so serious that they put workers, communities, and the environment at risk. On top of that, facilities can face legal action and hefty fines for violating hazardous waste regulations. That's why getting it right from the start matters. Identifying hazardous waste correctly isn't just about following rules, it's about preventing real-world harm. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, click share, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss an update.